Hey guys, Wesker5642
and Dante198 here, back for another. Well, this necessarily isn't rant. We're just gonna find random stuff to talk about. So, Wesker, start us off first.
gun control. I mean, why are you guys talking about gun control? I mean, you guys don't want civilians to have guns? What if some guy were to break into your house in the middle of the night with a knife, and your kitchen's either side of the house, and you don't have anything to defend yourself with? Self-defense, man. Yes, people have been killed by guns, but that's because the retards are going out there just randomly shooting people.
Gangs are idiots. This is the thing: is guns help protect people, but guns help destroy people too. See, that's the thing. That's the reason. I mean, we have a right to bear arms, but
it's in the fucking Constitution.
It is, and I hate how people have to just mess with the Constitution, saying, "Oh, just because it's freedom of speech doesn't give you the freedom to say whatever you want." It's like,
I can say whatever I friggin' want.
It's like,
alright?
Isn't that what the freedom of speech is for? I mean, they give you freedom of speech so that you can actually like talk about the government, like express your own feelings. That way they could improve the government based on what you think. But
what's coming down now to basically this country is no longer run by the people's opinion.
No, and I just don't see it. It's like the rights that were established in the Constitution are being screwed over. How every man is equal. Well, why is it when a white man talks bad about a black dude, that's considered racism, but if a black dude
talks about a white guy, it's not racist? Really?
I mean, I've got no problem with any race out there. It just depends on the person. If the person's gonna act like an idiot, then I'm not gonna like him, no matter what race he is.
Hypothetically, say I say something bad about Morgan Freeman, like no one would ever say something bad about Morgan Freeman. Say I did, and he said something bad about me. How's any of this racist? It's just the person.
Yeah, it's just the way that the personality is. I mean, really, people don't seem to understand, and they're trying to get in the courts just because everybody's wanting money. They want cheap, easy money. Here's an easy way to get money: get a job.
You freaking lazy bums.
I mean, heck, I'll be taking computer technician class in school next year, so I'll be able to fix up computers and do some networking, be able to get a good paying job like that.
Whenever I go to college, I'm taking courses. Actually, I'm taking courses right now that have to do with history because I want to be a history teacher. So, it's money. I mean, you people want easy cash. You find something you like to do, and just go have fun with it. It's not just because you're getting a lot of money, but you don't like the job.
I mean, okay, so think about this. Say you like making videos. Say if you like to make videos on YouTube, then go and like learn about cinematography. Maybe get like a job shooting a film like maybe a small film. Put your stuff on YouTube and like you can get paid from YouTube, or learn how to shoot stuff. And if you get hired by a company, you could even make commercials for that company.
And if you get lucky enough, you might be hired by like, who knows? You like could Universal Studios or whatever.
You could be a film producer for a TV show, just like or a cameraman even.
Exactly. I mean, it's good paid money, man.
Thumbs up to that.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our cameraman for you.
Yeah.
Yep. Kakashi. Yeah, man.
Yep. My arm does not bend that way, but hey, you got to see my face for a change.
Yep. Now then, you know what else pisses me off?
A lot of things.
Oh yeah, but one thing, and this guy's already talked about, the Westboro Baptist Church.
Those people deserve to be stabbed in the eyes, thrown down to hell, and be burned eternally.
These guys are nothing but a bunch of crock.
They're hypocrites. They're Christians, yet they think that everybody else that is not Christian are immediately bad, and they're going to hell. I mean, seriously, what is your problem, Westboro Baptist Church? If you ever see this, then I have the middle finger to give to you. I want to personally walk up to her. Shirley Phelps Roper stabbed her in the chest 37 times. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
But you know, because I'm a sane person and I don't want to go to jail, that's just expressing how much I hate her and not something that I'm really going to do. Because you can take things really wrong.
Yeah, don't take this in a serious way, people.
I mean, that's just expressing my hate for her, because people have gotten arrested because they've just been saying stuff just to express how they feel. And
I expressed my opinion one day in front of a couple of my other relatives. I expressed my opinion on what we're doing to Afghanistan, and these guys were like hardcore Republicans. They were like, "What the f are you talking about?" I'm like, "Hey, man, for Pete's sake, I'm just expressing what I'm just. I think it's in a literal fashion or anything, dude. But hey, and speaking of the Republican Party, you know what? I hate the Republican Party. I hate the Democratic Party too.
I hate every single person that has to identify themselves out from a group of other people just because they have different opinions of people. Well, what really makes a person a Republican or a Democrat? You know, I mean, seriously, you can't just like divide yourself like that. And anyways, what doesn't matter what party you're in? I don't give two craps what party you're in. If you're gonna do good, I want you in office, and if you're gonna bad, stay away.
Exactly. But hey, most of the presidents we've had so far, they've been pretty bad.
I mean, they have. Oh, okay. Who was the last really good president?
Jimmy Carter.
There you go.
Jimmy Carter. Reagan wasn't too bad either. Reagan did okay.
How many presidents ago was that?
Oh, that's okay. Clinton, George H.W. Bush. 3 presidents ago. No, because we had George W. Bush before this. Then we had Clinton. Then George H.W. Bush, and then Reagan. So 4 presidents.
That's pretty
the
bad.
80s were the Reagan years.
Yeah, the 80s. So why can't we get a president with some actual competence? And why do we always have to go into other people's affairs? I mean, really. Can't we just work on our own problems? And people are all like, but no, it's America's right. It's our dream to go out and improve the world. Well, when the world that we live in right now isn't doing so good, don't you think you should try to improve it? Worry about bigger problems rather than little small matters.
Worry about your own gosh darn affairs instead of worrying about a country 3,000 miles away. It's all about how much money this country is going to make. Well, we ain't making much money. We're losing money than making money.
I mean, really, we should take 90% of the jobs that we shipped out to all those other countries over there and bring them back in America, because a lot of those jobs are paying those people out there
we
some
owe
money.
trillions of dollars to everyone right now.
Right now, last I've seen, it's above 14 trillion.
Above 14 trillion?
That you're in debt.
Oh my God, America. What's this come to?
God.
Another thing that makes me mad. Skinheads.
Oh my, okay. Racism entirely just makes me mad. No matter who you are, if you're gonna act like racist, or if you're gonna hate somebody just because of like who they are or what they do, you should just die right on the spot. Well,
speaking of skinhead gangs right now, there's a skinhead gang in Columbus, the Aryan Republican Army. These guys are hardcore extremists, like to the point where they want to control the government and turn it into a dictatorship.
See, my problem is
I mean, they've even taken the Nazi flag to their own point of view. It's like, has the swastika, but has Aryan Republican Army on it.
I don't really like any extremists, because like, okay, look at what an extremist has done in the past. Look at 9/11, extremists. There you go.
Look at the Oklahoma City bombings. Extremists.
I mean, and people have to find things to blame this for. They have to find people or find something to blame for why these people did this. And they can't just accept the fact that these people are mentally disturbed.
I think the one case where we kind of figured a lot of people are disturbed was Columbine. These guys were mentally disturbed.
I can't stand this. People are just idiots.
Columbine was one of the worst school shootings this country's ever seen. And probably the worst the world's ever seen. I mean, yeah, there's been school shootings, but let's take it to a whole new level. These guys planned this out. It's not like where they came into school one day and decided they had a gun in their backpack, I'm going to do this. These guys planned it out through months. What does that tell you?
It means that they were crazy, but at least you got to give them some props. Being able to plan that out, they were some crazy people, but at least they kept their sanity enough to plan something out. Maybe, I don't even know why they had the reason to do this. Why they had the reason to do that, I don't know. You'd have to actually walk up.
The media is also trying to blame it on the music and the stuff they're listening to. They were listening to Rammstein, they were listening to Marilyn Manson, they were blaming it on that. You can't blame it on that. It was their own freaking choice. They had no influence.
Sure, I like to jam out to some heavy stuff, but it's not like I'm gonna walk into school one day, be all like, "Hey guys!"
No sane person would do that.
Well, if somebody actually made me mad enough, I could walk into the school with a baseball bat and hit someone upside the head.
Yeah, but it's not where you're gonna take a gun and shoot everyone in sight.
Though if they made death threats to me, I'd call the cops.
That's really the only thing you would do. A sane person just wouldn't walk into school and take it into his own hands.
Alright, well, it's getting about the time that we have to wrap this up, but we're going to continue this in part 2.
Exactly, guys. Alright, we'll see you next time.